Bleacher Report's Andy Bailey recently said that he believes that the Knicks are going to trade for Dejounte Murray at the deadline, and also he proposed a potential 3-team trade where the Knicks land Dejounte. So we're going to break this all down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here. We're going to waste no time jumping right into this video today because here's the deal. Andy Bailey from Bleacher Report recently made a bold prediction that he believes the New York Knicks are going to be trading for Dejounte Murray. Now, here's the deal. He made a few different predictions, and he admittedly said that this one's further out on a limb than some of the previous predictions he had made on the list. And he said it's not just suggesting that Murray will get traded, it's a specific landing spot that isn't among those listed by Jake Fisher, and some dots will have to be connected to get there. Now, the New York Knicks have they've made a game-changing trade in OG Anunoby, and they showed interest in Dejounte at one point, but it costed them Emmanuel quickly, and there's still plenty of depth in the backcourt with Brunson, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, Quentin Grimes, but the latter two can also play the wing, and neither is quite the on-ball threat that Quickly was, and as good as Deuce is, he's not exactly Emmanuel Quickly either. And Murray can replace that and give Tom Thibodeau the chance to help Murray rediscover the defensive power that contributed to when he made an all-star team with the San Antonio Spurs. And we're not done. If you look right here, New York has the ammo to pull off a deal. Evan Fournier's contract is some of the best salary filler on the market as his option. There's a team option at the end of his contract this year, so he's essentially an expiring contract. And the Knicks have a ton of draft assets, and the Hawks have previously showed interest in Quentin Grimes, which we recently talked about on this channel. So obviously that's a mouthful, and I'm just going to take a breath. Okay, I just had to read a lot. So basically the Knicks have shown interest in Dejounte before, the Hawks have shown interest in Quentin Grimes, but something that kind of scared the Knicks off was the price of Dejounte Murray, as the Hawks did want upwards of 2 first-round picks. And also a young player, so that would be at least Grimes and 2 firsts, which will hinder the Knicks' ability to trade for a star over the summer. Now, obviously, they can package Dejounte and trade him for a star and basically just get a rental of Dejounte Murray for 6 months. But how often is it that you get a player like Dejounte, who's close to being an all-star type talent, who instantly gets moved right after getting traded to a new team? I don't know how likely that is, personally. Sure, it could happen. Dejounte will always have a market, but I'm not exactly sure if that's what the Knicks are planning to do. It could be the Knicks' master plan after all, but I'm also not too sure if that's the case. But it could happen. It realistically could. I just don't think it's going to. Look, Leon and Clutch Sports settled their beef. So him and Rich Paul sat down, they talked about it, and it appears as if everything's good, and now players part of Clutch will be willing to play for the New York Knicks. And maybe that was for Dejounte Murray, maybe that was for Jordan Clarkson, maybe it was for Malcolm Brogdon. All 3 of them are part of Clutch Sports. They're all represented by Rich Paul. So you never know. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's one of those guys. Maybe it's someone specific. Maybe it is Dejounte Murray. The Knicks have shown a lot of interest in Murray. It seems like the price has thrown him off, as I already said. But if we take a look right here, Dejounte's name has been the most common one in this year's rumor mill, according to Mark Stein, when Jake Fisher was also part of this, and said, the only teams that I've heard actual offers about are from the Los Angeles Lakers and from the Utah Jazz. Those have been the only teams that, as far as Jake Fisher knows, have made offers for Murray. Meaning the Knicks have probably just explored the idea and then decided, you know what, okay, no, we are not going to make a trade for Dejounte Murray. But now it's getting predicted that they might. And does this prediction hold that much water? Probably not, but it is a decent argument on why the Knicks could do it. I've basically been pretty against Dejounte. I'm not adamantly against it, but I just don't know if it makes the most sense for the Knicks. I mean, you're kind of going to screw with the shooting in the starting lineup because, sure, Murray is going to get his minutes staggered and play with the bench unit mostly, but he's still going to start, and that's going to mess with the good groove of Brunson, DiVincenzo, OG Anunoby, power forward to be named later if it's OG, if it's Hart, if Julius is back, and Isaiah Hartenstein. And maybe you could go ultra small. With the injury to Randall, there is some sense to it where you could go Brunson, Dejounte, DiVincenzo, OG, and Isaiah Hartenstein. I don't know if I love that. I don't know if I like the idea of Dejounte Murray not being an on-the-ball player, and I really don't want Brunson to be off the ball. I like when Brunson's on the ball, so I don't want that to switch. I would rather the Knicks get a different scorer so Brunson doesn't have to always hold the ball. I don't want a player who needs the ball the way that Dejounte Murray needs the ball, and I'm never going to get over that, and that's just where I'm at. Now, Andy Bailey also proposed this 3-team trade in a separate article where the New York Knicks would be receiving Dejounte Murray and Kenrich Williams, and the Atlanta Hawks would be getting Evan Fournier, Davis Bertans, a 2024 first-rounder from New York. It's not specified whose, a 2025 first-rounder from New York, not specified which, and the 2025 first-rounder from OK. Oh, wait, no, the 2025 one is Milwaukee, sorry, so that means we can guess that the 2024 one is, in fact, from the New York Knicks. Protection ambiguous. And then the Thunder's pick via Philadelphia, whereas the Thunder will then receive Clint Capella and Quentin Grimes. So, yeah, that's the trade. The Knicks would get Dejounte Murray and Kenrich incoming and getting Fournier and Grimes both outgoing with a 2024 first-rounder and a 2025 Milwaukee top 3 protected pick. Now, here's the deal. If that 2024 pick is from the Knicks and unprotected, I'm so out. I already don't like the trade. I don't hate it, but I don't like it. But I'm really out if that's an unprotected first. Maybe if it's the Mavericks pick, I'm more interested. Maybe. I don't really want to give up Quentin Grimes, 2 first-round picks, and Fournier's cap filler for Dejounte Murray. He's not an all-star. He was an all-star replacement 1 year of his career. That's it. That's all he was. Let's not act like he's more. That's not what you give for someone who's not an all-star. And I don't think that the Knicks should do that. Now, sure, you can, as I said, you could flip him. You can get him. You can play out the rest of the year with him. Hopefully he shows that he actually, gives a damn on defense again, because he has not in Atlanta. I got eviscerated for saying this. If you watch a single Hawks game, you'd be like, oh my god, Dejounte Murray doesn't care about off-ball defense at all. RJ Barrett did the same thing, and the Knicks traded him and then are now 15-3. Now, Dejounte's better than RJ, for sure, but RJ's also in Toronto, balling out right now, shooting good numbers, 36% from deep, high 40s from the field, 21-7. Go cook, RJ, I see you. But I don't think RJ fit with the Knicks at all, and that's why he's playing so well. I don't think Dejounte Murray would fit with the Knicks. He doesn't fit with the Hawks, and that's why he's not playing so well. And I don't think he would fit with the Knicks either. So let's evade doing that. Let's not trade for Dejounte, because I would rather just trade the draft picks anyway for a star and find another salary cap filler contract. I don't know, like Malcolm Brogdon, who won't cost you 2 picks, 1 unprotected, along with Quentin Grimes. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that one. I don't need that. And I don't think any Knicks fan should want to do that at all. But if you disagree with me, comment down below and let me know why. I love reading the comments. They're very fun to me, whether it's disagreeing or agreeing. We could have some fun debates. I usually try to respond, but sometimes I get a little lost, and there's a lot of videos, a lot of comments overall. It's tough to pay attention. But like this video, guys. Subscribe to Knicks Digest. It means the world to me. And if you subscribe to Knicks Digest, it's probably not going to do a massive difference in your life. But if all you do that, it does do a massive difference in my life. And I'm trying my best to give you guys Knicks content, whether you're just doing your job right now and this is on in the background, whether you're my mom watching it, whether you're one of my friends hyping me up, or if you're just some stranger who's just driving to work, working out, and you don't like to listen to music while you work out, all that good stuff. You don't need to hear me ramble on. This is an outro. I'll shut the hell up right now. Have a good day and go Knicks.